Hello everyone, welcome to my channel again. Thank you for watching my last video. If you haven't done it already, please do this now, as this video will relate to my latest story time. And today I will actually share some strategies and some tips on how to deal with any unexpected situation that will happen in your life. The things that I will share with you today actually should be practiced on a daily basis, because when something unexpected happens to you, you want to be really prepared. So please, if you want to take my advice further, please just apply it to your everyday life, and then any situation that will be quite scary for you or shocking, but you will have to get through it, will be much easier when you just be able to actually know what to do, like step by step. You will have the strategy to deal with it. So let's begin. And first thing that I would advise you to focus on, it doesn't matter really if the situation is scary or is not scary, is fine, or any situation, it's breathing and smiling. So those are two elements that will really help your body to feel calmer. It will help your brain to feel like this is not dangerous situation, it's a very good situation actually. So how it works? You should practice breathing on a daily basis, but I don't mean like you should breathe, but I mean like you should breathe consciously. You should know what you're doing when you're breathing. So you can actually watch so many videos or go to the courses or to yoga classes, and they will teach you how to breathe properly. Or even when you want to do some drama or theater, they will teach you also how to breathe properly, use your abdominal, using your belly. So it's not breathing through your lungs, but it's breathing through your belly. So this thing you should practice on a daily basis, very, very important actually. And the second thing is smiling. So when something scary happens to you, or when you think someone will tell you something in a second, you know, those situations, someone will tell something and you will be angry in a moment. What I do in this kind of situation, and what I advise anyone to do in this kind of situation, is actually to start smiling, to move this muscle up, because when you do this thing, your brain will start to produce more endorphins, because those muscles actually, when you're smiling like that, your brain produces more endorphins and your body gets happier. So when you think that there is someone just triggering this angry side in you, just step away and smile. Because you might feel stupid, but then when you practice this, so each time when I'm even speaking, I'm smiling, because it makes me happier, it makes me happier, it makes me more excited sometimes. This smiling thing might look weird, but if you're a Harry Potter fan, I actually worked out something for you. Do you know the mentors and how you create your Patronus charm? So that's what smiling does. The mentor is someone negative, someone who brings negative emotions, or some situation that will bring you these negative emotions. Your smile and thinking of positive situations just to trigger the smile, because sometimes you can't do this. So trigger the situation, trigger the smile with thinking about the most positive thing that happened to you in your life. Then imagine this bad person being as a Dementor and your smile being as a Patronus. So they will just go away. Their emotions will just go away because you are smiling and you are bringing this beautiful energy in the room. Smiling is very powerful. I don't know if you ever notice that when you smile, people very often smile back, because they feel bad that they don't do that. So always when you smile, expect others to smile. And when someone smiles at you, smile back, because you will create this amazing energy, and it will help you in the future when you will have the stressful situations. You will get really easily because so many of them, so many of these unexpected hard situations are created because of the anger that is inside us. But being able to breathe and calm yourself down, and being able to gently smile and create this Patronus charm towards the situation, This helps a lot, and so many of the situations are actually dealt with just by doing that. The second very important thing is one-to-one skills. How do you speak with people and how you're able to communicate with others. When I get back to the situation that I was telling you about in Calais, if we couldn't speak with people, if we couldn't communicate on the very friendly level, we wouldn't get as much help as we had there. And I know so many people, they are just staying on this first stage. They don't breathe properly, they don't make themselves in a happy mood again, so they just stay there and shout at people, you know? They're just arguing. But when you try to calm yourself down, and then you have second thing, that is communication skills, and you can actually work out with the person who is there to help you what steps you should take, what's your plan, what's your next move. When you are able to do that, it's much more easier. It actually takes weight out of your shoulders because there is someone else to help you. And sometimes what I've noticed, when people get into these uncomfortable situations, they're running away from people, they want to be on their own. But that's not the way, because when, for example, like we were abroad, we were alone, we didn't know any French language. I know just, a few words, but I couldn't speak properly. It's not communication level, it's just the level of, like in high school I had few classes and yeah, that's it. So when my communication skills are good, I can actually make someone who is angry, I can make them calmer and actually speak to me. So it's really down to how you practice this on the daily basis. If you don't think you are the best communicator in the world, just go to the events and try to make new friends. See how people introduce themselves, see how people stand, how people talk, mirror them, and try to learn how to communicate properly. Because if something will ever happen to you, thanks to this one-to-one skills, thanks to the communication skills, you can make any situation much more easier for you, and everything can go smoother just thanks to your communication skills. Third thing that you should practice and will take you actually out of any situation is focusing on the end result. Let's go back to our situation with a dog. We were there not knowing what to do, but we wanted to go back to London. So when we focused on this end result, actually, this made us take the decisions, like each step, to go closer to this end result. We were not panicking, we were not running around. And this is what very often happened to people. They will just run around, do anything just to do something. But sometimes it's good to sit back, listen to others, ask them for help, and realize in your head if their advice will take me where I want to be. Okay, so let me take you back to our situation in France. Our end result was to get back to London in one piece, all of us, without leaving our puppy anywhere, just to go back to London. And there were proper steps we had to do before this could happen. Some of the steps we didn't know how to do, but when you know you need to take this step, you don't really have to know how to do. If that makes sense. You don't really know the proper way, but if you know what you want to do, you're just doing it till the end result. And you can actually use your communication skills here too. Ask people, how do I get to this end result? And they will help you, but you need to understand that you need to always revise in your head if this advice or if this step will actually take me further or it will take me somewhere else. All you need to do is to understand where you are now and where you want to be, what's your end result, and you need to see what kind of things you need to do to achieve this end result. Sometimes those things, sometimes you don't know what those things are, but then when you ask people, when you communicate with others, they will help you, they will tell you. But the first thing is focus on here. You want to always be here. So don't really do everything, or don't do anything just to do something, just to feel like I'm doing something. Sometimes it's very, very good to just sit back for a moment, breathe, calm yourself down, relax, and then let your brain show you the way, because this is how it works really all the time. When you start panicking, you forget about your end result because you focus on panicking. You focus on something that is not even real. You focus on what ifs, you focus on the fear, but you really want to focus, I want to be there. Like we focus, we want to go to London. So that's your only focus, nothing else. Only everything that will take you here. So every single step you take takes you closer to your end result. That's it. All you need to understand also, that's very important, and we often forget about this one, is being here and now. When your situation is happening, it didn't happen to someone years ago and you are discussing how they get off the situation or what bad happened. You can't really turn back time and like do something else not to get into the situation. But this is what we often do. We discuss, we are raging about what happened there and there. We are actually wasting our time on talking and thinking about the things that will never help us to get through the situation to our end result. So each time something unexpected will happen to you, or each time you would have to find a solution to the situation, be in the moment, observe what's happening around you, what kind of people surround you, because then you can use your communication skills to ask them, like, what should I do now? Or when you start observing your surroundings, you can actually think of the ways how to deal with the situation. There isn't any moment for you that you should panic, ever, because panicking always brings you further from your end result, because you're wasting time on raging, you're wasting time on anger, you're wasting time in general. You're just wasting time. So be there, be in the situation, observe, be calm, and it will just roll by itself, and it will roll in the good direction, because there is no negative emotions in this. And the last thing, practice this on a daily basis. That's my favorite thing, is gratefulness. Always, when someone will help you, when someone will reach out to you to say something, always be grateful, because when you are grateful to people, more people will want to help you, because they see that you are actually thankful, and then on the other hand, help others too. So it will just attract this helping energy. So when you're alone somewhere, have no idea what to do, just be grateful for any advice. Even sometimes when you can't use the advice, don't be angry at this person. Just say to them, thank you, I'm not sure if I can use your advice, but thank you for your time, thank you for your effort, thank you for helping me in this situation, I really appreciate that. As easy as that. So what I would advise to anyone is actually practicing all of those things on the daily basis. Even in the smallest situations, like you're going to the shop and you can't find the item you really wanted. So don't get upset, just breathe. Or sometimes we meet people who are just angry and they want to put their anger in you. When you actually will remember all of those steps, they can't affect you. Nothing can affect you when you are here, when you are in line with yourself, and when you are focused on your end result. You really can't get into any arguments if they're not aligned, if they will not help you to get here. And probably none of the arguments will ever help you to get to this point. And I don't believe that any of the arguments will help you to get what you want, because there are always other ways, and there are always smoother ways. There are always people there to help you, but you really need to practice those communication skills, because if you if in your everyday, imagine that, if in your everyday life you can't really speak to people, you're very shy, you can't ask for help or you can't ask for the advice, or when someone gives you the advice you do opposite just to show them you're smarter or something, how can you actually take the advice or be grateful when someone helps you in this hard situation? You can't. That's why it's very important to practice all of those things in your daily life. It's very important also to breathe in your daily life, to smile, to be polite to others. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching my video. Just to recap, Thank you so much for watching my video. Just to recap, I want you all to breathe, I want you all to smile and spread this amazing patronage charm energy. I want you to actually master one-to-one skills when you are making friends, when you are speaking to people, when you are even business networking. Just practice those skills. Also, always focus on the end result. Doesn't matter what kind of situation is it positive or negative. Focus on your end result and think what kind of steps will take you further. Be here and now, and actually sometimes those bad situations are there for you to learn. So if you are in your head thinking about the fears or what ifs, or what if someone did something else and you wouldn't end up there, actually I would advise you to treat every weird or hard situation as an action movie maybe. Just sit back and watch it. It's easier for you, and always when you focus on your end result, you will get there. And the last thing, my favorite, be grateful, like I'm grateful now for you all watching my video. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye bye!